Welcome back. We've got breaking news for you.
Well, this is an extraordinary story this evening. It's not as big a shock as it might be in a normal week.
UEFA president officially announces Paul Pogba's return to football, a tactical genius the game still needs. In a momentous announcement that reverberated throughout the footballing world, UEFA president Alexander Ceferin has officially confirmed the return of Paul Pogba to professional football. At a press conference held at UEFA's headquarters in Geneva, Ceferin called Pogba's comeback a defining moment not only for one player, but for the soul of European football. The French midfielder, known for his flair, power, and rare tactical vision, had spent the better part of the last 2 years sidelined, first by a string of injuries and later by a doping suspension that threatened to prematurely end his career. But now, as Ceferin revealed with visible enthusiasm, Pogba is ready to step back onto the pitch. Paul Pogba is more than an athlete. He is an architect of the modern game, Ceferin said during the live broadcast. His return is not just a personal triumph, but a gift to football. He represents the fusion of creativity, intelligence, and discipline, and his tactical ability remains second to none. Paul Pogba's career has always been one of headlines, from his high-profile move back to Manchester United in 2016 for a then-record €105 million, to his World Cup-winning performance with France in 2018. A midfield maestro with the strength to dominate physically and the finesse to split defenses with a single pass, Pogba was, for years, considered one of the most complete players in the game. However, the years following 2021 saw a steep decline in Pogba's appearances. Plagued by injuries, he struggled for consistency at Juventus after returning to the Italian giants. Then came the 2023 doping ban, a devastating blow that cast a shadow over his legacy and prompted speculation that Pogba might walk away from football altogether. Instead, Pogba did the opposite. Sources close to Pogba describe a period of deep reflection and reinvention during his enforced absence. Rather than disappearing from the public eye, Pogba immersed himself in the theoretical aspects of the sport. He worked with several elite-level tacticians across Europe, including former France manager Didier Deschamps and Italian coaching legend Andrea Pirlo, to study the evolving mechanics of modern midfield play. During this time, Pogba also volunteered at youth academies in France, mentoring the next generation of midfielders and hosting tactical workshops for aspiring players. According to a statement released by Pogba's camp, the time away from the pitch allowed Paul to rediscover his passion for the game, not just as a performer, but as a thinker. He returns now with greater clarity, humility, and a strategic understanding that is rare even among today's elite. Ceferin, Pogba still has a role to play in the game's evolution. Ceferin emphasized that Pogba's return was emblematic of football's evolution in recent years. In a sport increasingly defined by high-intensity pressing, data-driven scouting, and tactical versatility, the UEFA president highlighted Pogba as a bridge between eras, combining the creative instincts of a traditional playmaker with the analytical acumen of a modern football mind. The sport has not passed him by. On the contrary, Paul has evolved with it and in some ways, ahead of it, Ceferin remarked. He is the kind of player today's football needs more than ever, one who understands tempo, rhythm, shape, and how to dismantle even the most organized defensive structures. Although Pogba's return is now official, the identity of his next club remains undisclosed. Rumors suggest a short list of suitors that includes Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, and even a sensational reunion with Manchester United. There have also been whispers of interest from Major League Soccer in the United States and the Saudi Pro League, though Pogba is reportedly keen to prove himself once more at the highest levels of European competition. Football journalist Fabrizio Romano hinted earlier this week that Juventus, despite the turbulence of recent years, remains open to Pogba's return if terms can be agreed upon. Meanwhile, PSG Sporting Director Luis Campos has praised Pogba's maturity and hinted at ongoing discussions behind closed doors. Pogba's comeback is not just a sporting narrative, it's a story of resilience, introspection, and transformation. Once known as a mercurial star whose off-field antics sometimes overshadowed his talent, Pogba has spent the last year cultivating a new image, one of discipline, mentorship, and cerebral focus. In a brief message shared via his official social media accounts following the UEFA announcement, Pogba wrote, "I've spent time studying the game I love. Now, I'm ready to play it again smarter, stronger, and more grateful than ever." The symbolic weight of Pogba's return cannot be understated. For UEFA to publicly champion the return of an individual player is highly unusual, a testament to Pogba's enduring influence not just as an athlete, but as an ambassador for the sport. His presence will be especially critical in a football landscape increasingly driven by systems and collective patterns of play. Pogba brings something different, a capacity to disrupt and reinvent those systems through sheer intelligence and instinct. Football is not just about the legs. It's about the mind. And in Paul Pogba, we have one of the greatest minds the game has seen in this generation. His return is not just a comeback, it is a continuation of an unfinished masterpiece. With the football world on edge and clubs racing to secure his signature, all eyes now turn to where Paul Pogba will make his long-awaited return. One thing is certain, the game is better with him in it. Subscribe to Red Legacy TV for more updates.